Here to shed some light on cryptography. So we'll start. So basically, cryptography is hiding in this world of transfer of data and everything. It is difficult for us to secure our data. So with the help of cryptography, we can hide the text we are sending to the receiver. So the sender converts
A
the
bit
text.
louder, sorry, can't hear you. A
So
bit
you
louder.
come forward then.
No, because I'm at the back, these students matter as well. So we all
Okay.
need to hear what she's saying, right? A bit
you-
louder.
it will
A
be-
bit louder, please, a bit louder. Yes.
So we convert the
Yes,
data
better,
we
better.
want into a ciphertext through the decryption, and that is how cryptography helps us to secure our data from sending from one place to another. So the cryptography techniques are cryptology and cryptanalysis.
Very slow, even I'm coming in the front. You guys can hear?
Yeah, they can hear, sir.
Half you can hear, half you can't hear. Oh, that's good. Video as well. I'll come in between as well. I can't hear. You guys can
I'm
hear?
already nervous.
Don't be nervous. Relax. See, this activity is not marked. Okay? So this will prepare you for your marked activities. So relax. Now.
Okay, so there are two cryptography techniques, that is cryptology and cryptanalysis. It includes techniques such as microdots, merging words with images, and other ways to hide information in storage or transmission. And the individuals who practice cryptography are called as cryptographers. There are four objectives of cryptography, that is confidentiality, where the information cannot be understood by the people who are not intended to understand that. And integrity is where the information cannot be altered in storage or transit between the sender and intended receiver. And there is non-repudiation, where the sender or creator of the information cannot deny at a later stage that he is not intended to send some kind of information to the receiver. And authentication is when the sender and receiver confirm each other's identity and the origin and destination of the information. And the types will be explained by Professor Aryan.
Yeah. Thank you. Actually, talking about cryptography, we get three different types of cryptography that is we get available. And the first one is secret key cryptography. The second one is public key cryptography, and the third one is hash function, which is quite different than public and private key cryptography. And the first one, which is symmetric, or we also call it private key cryptography. Here, the key used for encryption and decryption, both of them are same. The single key is used for both of the cases in encryption and decryption of plain text to ciphertext, and ciphertext to the plain text again. So the single key is shared between the receiver and the sender both. So this is private key because there is only one key. And another type is asymmetric key cryptography, which we also call public key cryptography. Here the keys are different. The sender, he uses key A, which is different, and the receiver who would be using his own different key to convert the ciphertext into plain text. So the two keys used by the receiver and the sender, they are different here. So it is also called asymmetric key, or we can also say public key cryptography. So the third one is hash function. This is quite different than public and private key cryptography. Here in hash functions, no key is used, and all the plain text, whatever is being transferred from the sender to the receiver, it is converted into a fixed length hash function or hash characters, and that is transferred to the receiver. And the main feature about hash function is it cannot by any mean be reconverted or reverted into the original text format. So this is still the hash function is used in a couple of systems and a couple of operating systems, but this is quite different than the two of previous types of cryptography, because here the main feature is this cannot be by any means reverted back to the original text format, but still there are ways how we can revert that back to the plain text, but that is not really called a revert, because there is not any algorithm which we can use to revert this back to plain text, but only hit and trial. So it would be whatever the plain text would be, it would be converted into a fixed length, like we can say 16 character length hash function or hash character, and that can be like tried with hit and trial. So it can not be really in real meaning, it cannot be reverted back. And concern in the modern world about cryptography is whatever how much security we apply for securing our data from sender to receiver. Still there always remain the vulnerability, and the concerns here are attackers can anyway just drill into our data, even it is cryptographed, or it is converted into ciphertext, or even it is converted into the hash function. Still we are into the vulnerability of getting hacked into our data while transferring from sender to receiver. However, cryptography makes it harder. The main thing that cryptography does is it makes the hackers job harder to either hack into our data or just do the hit and trial method for hash functions. And these are the reference we got the information from. Yeah, thank you. This is